So here's what happens when Toyota decides to build a truck. Make it big, make it strong, make it comfortable, make it safe, and make it in America. I give to you a 2017 Toyota Tundra TRD PRO. This thing's got a maximum payload of 2,060 pounds. It'll tow 10,500 pounds using a 381 horsepower engine that makes 401 foot-pounds of torque. It's got leather seats. It's got a backup camera. Of course, it's got four-wheel drive and 18-inch wheels and 32-inch tires and a 38-gallon gas tank. We're going to go over all these features, and I would love to thank Midstate Toyota in Asheboro, North Carolina for making this video possible. Enjoy. Toyota has safety in mind when they make their vehicles. Therefore, a system called the Star Safety System is standard on every single Toyota model. So the Star Safety System takes 7 safety features that are driving oriented, and they incorporate them into working together that basically make the vehicle proactive to bad driving situations. In other words, it takes vehicle stability control, traction control, anti-lock brakes, electronic brake force distribution, and SST. Again, all of that is standard on every single new Toyota. It's pretty incredible. I love the dual exhaust. You can see the dual exhaust right there. That's specific to the TRD Tundra, and it comes out the sides, and you've got the TRD letters there on the exhaust tips. TRD Pro embossing on the rear fenders here. Gosh, that looks so cool. And I love how it's not colored, you know, it's not painted in. It's just kind of there. And also the same with the Tundra on the tailgate. Here's your backup camera. So take a look at the bed, the tailgate. You can take it and kind of let it down, and it's a soft open. That's pretty neat. This size of a bed is going to be pretty good for most applications that people are going to have. These are big old tie-down cleats, and they're made of die-cast aluminum. Hook into this system, and it's super versatile, and actually all you're going to do is pop off the end of this, and the cleat will slide in there, and then you can tie it down in order to put it wherever you want to in a customized fashion. And what that's going to do is help you have tie-down points basically anywhere that you want to inside the bed. One of the things that you'll probably be doing if you have a vehicle of this size, a big old Tundra, is going to be pulling something with your trailer. The Tundra has is something called TSC, trailer sway control. Let's say you're riding down the road and you've got heavy winds, or your load shifts, the load in your trailer. What if it shifted? Likelihood that you're going to really brake hard or possibly oversteer is going to increase. So therefore, trailer sway control is going to kick in and help keep that trailer in line where it should be. What it's going to do is going to automatically apply the brakes individually if necessary in order to bring stability to any trailer sway, but it's also going to help with engine torque. It can actually bring the engine torque in line in order to help brake it using the engine. And also the brake lights are going to cut on automatically in the event that trailer sway control has to kick in to let people behind you know, hey, watch out, I'm applying my brakes. That's a pretty awesome feature. The high gloss black wheels really make this thing look good. It sits on Michelin P275/65/18s. This one has the leather with the red contrasted stitching. I love that touch. That looks so good. And this interior is pretty heavy duty. It's really, you can tell that it can basically take anything you can throw at it. It's also feels like the leather, as far as the texture in the leather, it feels like it would be really easy to wipe clean, and I can pull that up and make room to carry big items if I needed to. Now once I put that up, it reveals another storage area. Put tools there or whatever you want to put. You can put plenty of them. So you've got airbags in the outer portions of the front seats there. You also have airbags for the driver's side knee and also for the passenger side knee. You've got an airbag in the dash, of course, and in the steering wheel. And you also have side curtain airbags all the way down each side, left and right. You've got a power seat right here with lumbar. Home is a customizable screen that allows me to customize the layout according to what I want to see. On the left top it says it's radio, on the bottom left it's phone, and on the right it is the navigation system. And the reason that just changed colors is because I cut the lights off. When you cut the lights on, it automatically goes to night mode. That's pretty neat. Lights off, it goes into day mode. So I can customize this screen by pressing the settings button right there. And then I can select what I want to display on that home screen. Or I can customize the layout. It says 3-panel or 2-panel. So I like 3-panel. This display is set up pretty well with navigation, phone, and audio. Apps. This allows me to connect it to the Intune system, and the Intune system allows me to hook up internet-based applications that come from my phone. You're going to download an application on your phone to operate with this system, and that allows you to use several different things that are internet-based through the vehicle via your phone. And then audio. And seek and track. So you can see there, it's basically just scanning. Your map card is there. That's your micro SD card with your map information on it. For those of you who have never used a four-wheel drive system, I want to show you how to engage and disengage from two-wheel or rear wheel to 4 high into 4 low, because it is a process. I'm in park, but I can simply take this and turn it to 4 high. It says 4 high. It blinked a couple of times, which meant that it was in the process of engaging in 4 high. So now I'm ready to go. I could just put it in drive and go. If I wanted to use 4 low, I have to take the gear shifter, put it in neutral, push in, and turn left to 4 low. I heard the locking center differential just engage. 4 low lights up, traction control is off. I can engage it in drive and go in 4 low. To take it out of 4 low, I just reverse the process. I place it in neutral, I push in and turn to 4 high. It blinks a little bit. It disengages the locking differential and it goes back to 4 high. Now let's say I want to go back to 2-wheel from 4 high. I can turn 2-wheel. I wait just a few seconds because it blinks a little bit and then it goes away. Now we're back in 2-wheel. So that's how you engage, disengage 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and 2-wheel. The climate system is nice and self-explanatory. Your fan speed is on the left, temperature's on the right, fan direction or mode is on the far right. So it's kind of obvious how that works. So that's going to be how you control your climate system. You can point it in the direction you want there, all the way over. Defrost is on the far right. And then there's your heated mirror controls, AC, and recirculate. Trailer brake output. Now this feature actually will help you help the truck apply the correct braking force to a trailer that the vehicle is hooked to. You actually setting it here, and it says gain, and it's a plus and a minus. The gain there, and you can see it says right now gain 6.5 and 7.5. So you're going to do that depending on the size of trailer that you're pulling, and so that's going to help you know, basically, do I need to increase it because of how heavy the load is, or decrease it accordingly. And then it says type, electric or manual gain, electric over hydraulic, manual. And so at that point I can customize my trailer brake output. Now on Tundra models with a 5.7 liter V8, just like this one has, you've got a button right down here on the right that says tow haul. You see it in the top right? You want to push that anytime you need more pulling, stopping, or steering power to compensate for a heavy trailer or a big load in the back. When you do, the tow haul indicator will appear in the bottom right of the speedometer. So I'm going to press that, and then I can see that pop up right down there. It says tow haul on the bottom right. When you're in tow haul mode, you'll notice the system holds lower gears longer when you accelerate or decelerate. Tow haul also gives you better engine response, and it'll add engine braking to help in slowing the vehicle down. To turn it off, all you do is press tow haul and the icon goes away. Let's take a look at the display button on the steering wheel. When you press the display button, it controls what is seen on the display in between the tachometer and the speedometer. Okay, so now let's go to settings, and you can see it says press and hold display to access the settings. So let's press and hold, and then it says language, units, and exit. Let's go to units, press and hold, and that's how you can change it to kilometers or miles. So press and hold to make the selection you want. I can go exit, press and hold, and that's it. It's actually pretty straightforward. On the bottom left it says trip A. On the right it says EXT 68, so that's your external temperature. To control the trip meter, you can see this little stalk on the right side. So I can press that down and it'll say trip B and then your odometer. So I can go to trip A, and then if I want to change that and bring it back to 0, I press and hold and it makes it go back to 0. Let's take a look at the steering wheel controls. When you press up or down, that's your preset station recall. So the stations that you've memorized, you can just move up and down and it will scroll those. Left and right is to manually scan the FM or AM dial, or also XM. And then you can press the middle to actually make a selection. So you can see here on the screen that you have 1 through 6, and these are your memorized stations. So you can see at the top I have 99.5. I can either scroll it here or I can touch it on the screen, and that's how I operate moving to that selection. Now, in order to actually memorize a radio station, I can tune here, and then I can, so I'm tuned to the station that I want to memorize in one of these selections, and I can press and hold to the number that I want that to be memorized in. So I can press here and hold. And the audible confirmation lets me know that it has been stored in memory. At that point, I can use up and down, and you can see the blue square moving, making the selections. And now I'm going to hit left and right on this keypad, and you can see the FM. It says 98.7, so I can press to the right, and that's just going to scan the stations. And it says mode and hold. Mode will allow me to change the radio mode. That's AM, FM, XM, or you can basically see those sources right there. AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio. I also have USB. I can plug in a USB port right there, and that can be like a thumb drive or a flash drive that I have music stored on, and I can actually access that by pressing USB here, and then there's CD. Bluetooth audio will allow me to stream music from my device if I should choose so. Then I have volume at the bottom left of the steering wheel, and then I have Bluetooth, and so that's off hook, that's hang up, voice commands, and display. What a fantastic truck, the 2017 Toyota Tundra TRD PRO. Again, I would like to extend a huge thank you to Midstate Toyota in Asheboro, North Carolina, for making this video possible by allowing us to film their Tundra. Also, if you would like to have more video content like this delivered to you when it's fresh off the press, make sure you subscribe. I would love an opportunity to help you enjoy your ride. Again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everybody.